the Global M4HSD does utilize a single engine design. It's huge today because we're not maintaining two engines, we're not fueling two engines, we're not servicing two engines, performing PDI on two different engines. One engine drives this machine. It is the same engine that's used to run all the hydraulic functions that run the sweep gear on this machine, okay? So the engine that Global utilizes across the board is a Cummins brand, and this happens to be an on-highway Cummins ISB 280 horsepower engine, okay? It does meet all current federal motor vehicle safety standards. It does meet all current emissions, so we do have a DEF system on this machine, which we'll touch base on a little bit further down the road. But you're gonna notice the way that this machine is set up, while I have the hopper raised in the air and I can take a good look at everything that's happening under here, is I've got the Cummins engine. Coming off of the Cummins engine is going to be my variable displacement hydraulic pump. That's the pump that's actually tied to the rear motor. Again, this is a hydrostatic transmission. That's the pump there that's tied to the rear motor that's driving the machine down the road. But then stacked a little further off of the front, you're gonna notice two gear pump sections. Now, Global has actually increased the flow of these gear pumps. We, in the past, had used 3-section pumps. Today we're using 2, but we've increased the flow to do this. Is what those gear pumps are driving is the first section is going to be driving the pickup broom below and the elevator mechanism, and the second section is running the gutter brooms, the rotation of the gutter brooms, and the hopper raise and lower, okay? Having the higher flow in these pump sections allows us to go out and pick up heavier debris. So for example, we have one customer that runs roughly 160 Global street sweepers, and every time that they place an order with Global, we have to pass a sweep test or a sand test, and that sand test consists of a test path of 100 feet of sand graded to an even, roughly 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches depth. They wet that to 15%, add moisture to it enough that you could actually pick that sand up, throw it like a snowball. And they weigh the machine before you start sweeping. They weigh the machine when you're done sweeping. You have to pick up, I believe it's 93% or more of the sand on a single pass. With this design that Global has built, and these gear pumps driving these sweep functions, the elevator and the main broom and so forth, you have to be able to sweep that up without stalling anything out. That's a test that Global passes every time with their mechanical sweeper.